What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Madden 15 commentary PS4. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, shutdown safety is my username. I want to talk about these plays. I know we've all experienced them. Sometimes it's the following play, other times it's the same play. Probably all have a term for it. I like to call it the give back. Essentially, it's when the game knows it's cheated you to the point there's no other way to make it right, that the game feels obligated to basically give you the ball back. And just to stop this at the end of my drop back, right as I'm going to release the pass, I want to talk about one of the issues that obviously haunts this game, and that's really the ability to take any type of football knowledge and parlay it into the game successfully. And this is a very cut and dry situation in reading coverage. First and foremost, we've got T.Y. Hilton being guarded by a linebacker to the left and a safety kind of to the right, but also back behind him. And I think whether we're talking about any linebacker, any receiver in the league, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a linebacker that can make up this kind of ground on a wide receiver. And when we talk about the safety, whether we're talking zone or man, there's a few things fundamentally that are happening here as I like to throw the ball. Number one, they're facing different directions. So Hilton is obviously going to the left. The safety is obviously going to the right. So it's logical to conclude that the safety is not going to be able to beat Hilton to the ball if for no other reason that they're facing different directions. Now the game actually takes this one step further, and Lewis actually turns his back to the receiver. And again, man zone coverage really doesn't matter. This is not something you want to do when you're trying to cover a player on a football field. Now, to get to the actual interception here, as we talked about in prior videos, I don't mind shifting, I don't mind warping, I understand. It's a video game and it's part of it, but there has to be some type of limitation. As this pass comes in for Hilton, I want you to notice how dramatic of a shift this ball has to take to go from Hilton in terms of trajectory over to Lewis. It really does shift about, I would say, half a yard. And to kind of show you from multiple angles so you can see just how much of a shift it is, the ball doesn't hit anything. The ball basically just hits an imaginary wall and then finds its way into Lewis's hands. And these are the things that this game really has to work on resolving. You know, these are game-damaging plays. Now, as I said, I think wholeheartedly this game understands and computes what it does. So as the interception is made, as Lewis turns upfield, Chris Durham is going to come down and basically knock the ball out of Lewis's hands. It's also going to allow my halfback, Walter Payton, to come down and pick up this fumble that's caused with literally, I wouldn't even say a blade of grass in between his foot there and the actual out-of-bounds line. But somehow it registers the fumble, it gives me the ball back. But in its entirety, the play just looks very unrefined. It looks very messy, and it looks extremely forced and contrived into football. So I'd love to know your guys' opinions on plays like these. I appreciate you checking it out, and you know I'll be back in the week with more content.